Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Empowered Woman and I am so excited to have you join me today. I rehearsed that and I'm so glad it turned out the way that I literally wanted it to turn out. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Mishalima and I hope that you are going to enjoy this video and all the content that is on this channel. If you're a regular, welcome back, nice to have you. If you are new, welcome, and I hope that you have subscribed to the channel. And if you like this video, at the end, give it a thumbs up. So I am calling all hustlers. If you are a hustler, or you are a hustler wannabe, or you are a side hustler, or you are a bona fide hustler, whatever it is, if you are just part of the hashtag hustle harder crew, come over here. This video is definitely for you. Now, let me actually tell you the story. Should I? Okay, so sometime last of last year was 2019, right? I was running my own business and one of the biggest things that I actually encountered was burnout. I was just constantly sick, like all the time. I was sick, I was not feeling well, I just wasn't okay, like my body wasn't feeling great. I just was not in the best state possible, like just mentally, physically, like there was just a lot going on. And I remember sitting multiple times with my mentor, and as I would tell my mentor everything that's happening in my life, one of the biggest things my mentor would always say to me is, you need to slow down, you need to slow down, you need to slow down. But it was so hard. I couldn't slow down. But let me tell you why I couldn't slow down. Because there is something in me, I don't know where I got it. I can't even blame anybody else for this, but I think that it was due to part of the content that I was consuming. There was something in me that said that if you work harder, like if you just obsess with your hustle and just zone in on it, you are going to be super successful. And I think that is true. However, I took it to an extreme of being completely, entirely just into the hustle and absolutely nothing else. Meaning that there was no balance in my life. I was not doing anything that would literally like make me happy. I was not participating in any hobbies. I was literally just like into this thing. And I think over the years, I've been through this journey of just trying to really balance is a myth, but just trying to like balance my life and just trying to be like, to take care of every single thing that makes Michelle the person that she is. So even if it could be those hobbies, the type of music that I like, but just like living through the moment, living through the journey actually. And over the past year, it just has had me question, I think the pandemic has a lot to do with this, if the hustle culture is even real. Is it really real? Is it really the people that hustle harder and obsess in their dreams and goals to a point where they start feeling sick, to a point where they're not taking care of themselves and they're not eating as much as they should, and they're just into this thing and sleeping less and waking up way earlier in the morning? Is it really those people that actually succeed? And I started thinking about this and I thought to myself, what I would like personally is freedom. And freedom says I don't have to be woken up by an alarm to get to a meeting. Freedom says I can travel without having to worry about money. Freedom says I am comfortable. And I wonder if most of the things that we are sold on the internet are just gimmicks for content creation and they're not entirely realistic in terms of you doing day-to-day life, right? I am in my 20s and I literally don't know what I was thinking, right? But I literally cannot fathom the idea of missing out this time of my life because I am saying that I am in the hustle harder culture and I'm only going to enjoy my life like a lot more later. And I remember my mentor saying to me, Michelle, you need to calm down. You need to literally come back and get to a point where you are actually like living while you are living for your dreams. Like you have to be Michelle. Because what I also then picked up at the time was that I didn't have any hobbies. Like if somebody asked me, what do you enjoy doing during your spare time? I don't know where to. I'm always thinking about work, always trying to work or whatever the case is. And I got to a point where that just made me tired because number one, it didn't make me happy. Like it made me resent what I was doing because I just felt like it's this thing that I have to do all the time. And I just had to like consistently obsess over it. And number two, it made me feel like I'm stagnant because in as much as I was hustling harder to actually like focus on what it is that I want to do, I wasn't fully present, okay? Because I was literally constantly working on episodes, and by episodes I mean I have like 2 weeks of like all the way in, little to no sleep, and then 2 weeks of trying to recuperate and being sick because I now have ulcers, or I now have tonsils, or I now have something else because now it's winter and I stayed up all night working when I should have been in bed getting warm, and just all of those things. And again, just started asking myself if the hustle harder culture is a real thing, and if it is something that we need to consistently like focus on and start drilling in a lot of people. And what I just want to share, literally, like briefly in this video, is that I have found the greatest joy, the greatest peace, and the greatest success. And by success, I mean success that is only relative to me, honestly, not according to anybody else's standards, not according to anybody else saying anything, but I have found the greatest joy in working with myself as opposed to working against myself. And what I saw with the hustle harder culture was that it has to do so much with making yourself suffer with hopes that you're going to be successful because you have made yourself suffer. And I just felt like that is not a way to live. Like, why not enjoy the process? You know, they talk about like why not just enjoy the process? And by enjoy the process, I don't mean that it's going to be like super smiley and exciting all the way, but I mean, why not work normal hours? Why not watch an episode of Real Housewives of whatever in the evening because I want to relax? Why not have a weekend of just chilling and not feel guilty that I should be working on something, I should be creating content, I should be sourcing new clients, and maybe I'm watching this. Guys, I used to be so bad. Like, I couldn't even watch like series, like literally like 2 episodes. I couldn't even, when you binge watching stuff, it would be so hard for me because halfway through like the 2nd episode, I'm already like, damn, I'm wasting my time. I literally should be like maybe researching about new ideas, researching about new clients, and in as much as I think that really worked at that time, I don't think that it worked as well as it had been advertised it does. And I don't want to mention any names, but there are gurus in the personal development and business industries, especially from Peshare, that have this hustle harder culture, and I think that they are great when you're starting off because they're really great motivation in terms of just kicking your butt a little to kickstart that motivation and get you to move to the next level. But it is not sustainable. You need to literally work with yourself. And the tip that I actually want to share in this video in terms of working with yourself is that you need to be able to balance, right? In the I keep saying olden age, but you know how when you were younger, you were asked what your hobbies were. I think that's a question that a lot of us can't answer right now. Like, if somebody had to ask you, what are your hobbies? Like, do you even have hobbies? Instead, unless, it's just like you coming from work, or you going to work, or you are doing something, or, just enjoy. Do you have that one thing that you actually enjoy doing that you can take a weekend away to actually do, like playing tennis? Like watching movies, or just doing stuff that sets your heart on fire. And I've just realized that I've been such a happier person. I think I've also been more creative because I've also been able to kind of channel my energy towards that. So what normally happens lately is I could be watching a series, and while I'm watching that series, my mind is still on work mode, but not entirely. But I'm also getting inspiration from whatever I'm watching. I'm also getting motivation. I'm also getting ideas from what I'm watching that actually helps me be more creative in the work that I actually do. And I've noticed that when I compartmentalize my life like that, in terms of just being able to say, this is my resting time and I'm going to consciously rest, and this is like my hobby time and I'm going to focus on, this is family time, I'm going to do this, and and all those things. I found that when it's time for me to be creative and hone into my work, I am a lot more creative than I actually would ever be, mainly because I am working with myself, mainly because my mind is not strained. I'm excited to actually get into creative mode because I've done my hobbies, I've done things that fuel me and that fulfill me. And I think we all have those things that fulfill us. We all have friends that we want to hang out with, but as long as you are able to kind of strike that balance and you have those moments of just like forgetting that this is something that's worrying me at work, or this client wants this, and it could be as easy as like watching a soccer match, watching a rugby match, just watching. I normally call it, okay, well, I won't even say this on camera, but I have got a name for it, where sometimes I'm just tired and I just want to watch things that don't make sense. Like, I just want to watch reality shows that are like, that don't even have me, that shouldn't even have me thinking or trying to remember anything, but just like like entertainment, okay? And one of the things I actually have started enjoying doing lately is watching beauty vloggers vlog. There's something that just gives me so much peace of mind, and I'm just literally filming this video right now to just kind of share that with you and open that conversation with you. Just evaluate your hustle. If you are a hustler watching this video, evaluate that part of your life and ask yourself, is this working for me? Is this something I want to keep doing for the rest of my life? And I think what we also don't realize is how the hustle hard culture affects our health as well, mainly because you are literally just working against yourself. Like sometimes it's cold, okay? Kyabanda. Get in a blanket, be warm, sleep, cuddle up, whatever the case is. But you're not doing that because you're part of the hustle harder culture. So you're wide awake. Before you know it, you already have a flu, but you're also stressed because now, as a human being, you need to have things that are able to fuel. You need to have things that excite you, and you need to actually give your time to those things that excite you and give your time to those things that are very important to you. And when we fail to do that, I think we really strike a hectic imbalance within ourselves and within our lives that then just ripples into all the other things in our lives. So you think you're actually showing up for what you're supposed to be doing, but you're not fully showing up, mainly because you are not coming up as whole. You're coming up as this person that is stressed and obsessed. And by obsessed, I don't mean a positive obsession. I mean an obsession that is unhealthy with what it is that you want to do. And it is just very important to actually be empowered in what it is that you're actually trying to do. So I hope that this video has spoken to you in some way, and I think it's going to have you evaluate your hustle harder culture and just your hustling really, and take some time out take some time out to chill. And don't get me wrong, we grind here, we put in the hours, we put in the work, we put in the grind, but we also realize that the grind doesn't need us to hurt ourselves or to work against ourselves or to sabotage ourselves. The grind doesn't need us to do that. The grind needs us to fully be present, and we have to do whatever it takes, even if it's going to the gym, even if it's watching that movie, whatever the case is, that makes us fully present. Of course, with time management, of course, with the right boundaries in place, but it is necessary and it is important. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. It was literally just a simple chat about the hustle harder culture and a big thought that I've been having for quite some time. So I hope that it was fruitful for you, and if you did like it, please do give it a thumbs up, share it with somebody that you think would really like this kind of video. And thank you so much for watching once again. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I Empowered Woman. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.